Alabama. What a night for college football, one of the most intimidating places in the entire sport. Jordan-Hare Stadium as the Tigers of Auburn are set to tee it up for another campaign. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense takes the field. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you really play defense when you have a good pocket? You've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Using the quick game. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throw down.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back to him on the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the tailback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure that...
Off he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
What you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Floating away. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Third and short, I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready, got the big stop, forces the fourth down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. So what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Running with power. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. Motion from the offense. It's complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Going to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on...
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Now on the option. Now the toss. Dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolverines will punt this one away. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. He'll heave it deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Brings it down on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Brings it in down the left side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off-play action on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
From the gun, the running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Wolf. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love it when they slip into the fullback. He's a guy that, blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak in by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Trucks through the defender. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to throw, it's Wolf. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the ground with the counter. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Dropping back, it's Jordan. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He makes the connection. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. You've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Got it in the middle, it's McGee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab, it's Jones. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Complete downfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quick toss. On the move at the 30. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Toss sweep to the left. At the 45, on his way.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Now he's looking to throw it. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And, David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.